At Mid-American Energy,
we are connectors,
protectors,
leaders,
job creators,
friends,
and neighbors,
and always at your service.
Go ahead and give me your order.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean to Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
By focusing only on meat and grocery, we can do those things to the best of our abilities.
No frills, no gimmicks. You're gonna get top quality meat, top quality produce, top quality customer service.
They always tell us, sell it as low as you can. Sell it as low as you possibly can.
And we work hard so we can keep those prices lower.
And that's what Fairway does to a lot of people. They take care of people.
I have one thing to accomplish, and it's that.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team, and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Slade's the place for you!
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
And good evening from Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, the home of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We're at day one at state, and we've got an exciting matchup upcoming in Class 4A as the 4-seed Indianola Indians go head-to-head with the defending champs, the Western Dubuque Bobcats. And hello, volleyball fans. It's great to have you with us once again from Coralville on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Alongside my broadcast partner, Joanna Settles, I'm Hunter Phillips. And Joanna, we're already midway through this 4A field, and now we've got the classic 4 versus 5 matchup that really never ceases to disappoint.
No, this is a tight one. It's super exciting with Western Dubuque with a lot of height and experience. They're the 4A defending state championships, and they're hungry to get another one.
The winner of this match will go on to face the top seed Cedar Rapids Xavier. Now let's take a look At the road to state for both teams, beginning with the number 4 seed Indianola, the Indians arrive at state for the first time in 8 years and have won an incredible 35 consecutive sets in their last 13 matches. A young squad that features just 3 seniors altogether. Indianola averages a state-leading 7.7 aces per set and also are amongst the top in kills as well. Meanwhile, for the 5 seed and defending 4A champs, Western Dubuque, they're back at state for the 4th consecutive year. The Bobcats were tops in a challenging MVC Valley Division and top Charles City in the regional final. Headlining Western Dubuque are reigning all-staters Libby Lansing and Ella Meyer. It'll be a fun one to watch here tonight at Extreme Arena. We'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back, we'll bring you the team introductions, starting lineups, and more as we get ready for tonight's contest. You're watching the 2022 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
Protectors.
Leaders.
Job creators.
Friends.
And neighbors. And always at your service.
Fairway values family, and we treat our employees and our customers like their family.
If you're looking for a place to shop, our service is amazing.
We have put an emphasis on hiring good people.
One of the things that we talk about is just doing the right thing.
And that is so key to this day and age.
Fairway just isn't about selling groceries. It's about taking care of people.
That, to me, is the best thing we can do at Fairway.
Go ahead and give me your order.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's, fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean to Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
Western Dubuque and Indianola set to battle in the Class 4A quarterfinals here at Extreme Arena in Coralville, the new home of the Iowa High School Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau after being in Cedar Rapids for the last 31 years. All in all here at the state tournament, 5 classes, 40 teams compete in 4 days, and so a jam-packed set of days here, Joanna, but has not been disappointing here so far. And now we got the last set of teams in Class 4A. They're looking to punch their ticket to the semifinals.
There are so many stellar athletes out here. Let's look at Western Dubuque Bobcats. Their go-to hitter is Libby Lansing. Their middle blocker is 1 kill away from 300 blocks on the season, and 1 kill away from 300 kills on the season, and 2 blocks away from 100 blocks on the season. She is phenomenal, and she is at that middle blocker position, which really speaks to your defense. You have to have great passes if you're setting the middle that much, and that defense is led by libero Ella Meyer.
Well, and that defense is really going to have their hands full today against Indianola, a team that ranked second in the state in total kills, but going back to Western Dubuque, they do lead the state in kill efficiency in Class 4A at 30.3. So two teams that really, when you look at it, really interesting statistically, and it'll be fun to see how it all plays out here at Extreme Arena. Now we'll go over and turn things down courtside to meet both of our teams before we get underway, including the starting lineup.
Fans, welcome to tonight's 2022 Girls State Volleyball Quarterfinal matchup featuring the Western Dubuque Bobcats and the Indianola Indians. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship and decorum shown by the qualifying schools during the season and state tournament week. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Aaron Kirtley of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Western Dubuque, Lyle Tyson. And from Indianola, Larry Shute. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players in tonight's quarterfinal matchup. First, the non-starters for the Western Dubuque Bobcats. Number 3, Ella Clark. Number 4, Erica Ernzen. Number 6, Bryn Walters. Number 13, Franny Heiberger. Number 14, Ashley Willenborg. Number 15, Jacinda McDermott. Number 18, Campbell Bright. And number 19, Kate Harbaugh. The assistant coaches for Western Dubuque, Libby Ganson, Ashley Botsford, and Brooke Klosterman. And now the starters for Western Dubuque. Number 2, Isabel Ernzen. Number 5, Ava Demmer. Number 8, Allie Reuter. Number 10, Ava Ramler. Number 11, Libby Lansing. Number 12, Haley Wolfcool. The libero, number 1, Ella Meyer. The head coach for the Bobcats is Megan Sherman. Now let's meet the non-starters for the Indianola Indians. Number 2, Macy Lurseth. Number 4, Dana Blake. Number 5, Sully Downey. Number 7, Cameron Overton. Number 9, Carmen Christensen. Number 11, Zoe Belt. Number 12, Mackenzie Sloan. The assistant coaches for the Indians, Colby Kobeski, Rob Hine, Tom Longer, Chelsea Clark, and Krissa Larson. And now the starters for the Indians. Number 3, Kaylee Peters. Number 6, Jillian Smith. Number 8, Aspen Nelson. Number 14, Tori Runyon. Number 15, Macy Wente. Number 18, Lauren Olson. The libero, number 1, Bryn Bishop. And the head coach for Indianola, Kent Halstead. The officials for the match are first referee Vince Workman, second referee Jay Grassley, and line judges Craig Warner and Todd Waddell. Let's play state tournament volleyball.
And fans, before we begin our match, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our match today. Thank you to the Iowa Farm Bureau for supporting the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Girl. 2 matches down, 2 to go in the Class 4A quarterfinals, and the atmosphere is rocking here at Extreme Arena in Coralville. Again, the winner of this match will go on to face the top seed Cedar Rapids Xavier, who blanked Bishop Heelan 3-0. North Scott also advancing, and on court number 2, Marion up on Clear Creek Amana 1-0. Had to start a little bit later, Joanna, because of a 5-set thriller in Class 5A, and so we've had to start about a half hour later than normal, but that really hasn't seemed to affect any of the student athletes, beginning with the match that we just got done watching, Cedar Rapids Xavier and Bishop Heelan. Yeah, no, it was a dominant force by Cedar Rapids Xavier. The Indianola Indians now are ready to go with Western Dubuque Bobcats. And Indianola, their keys to success today are to control the serve. As you can see, that first pass is so crucial to get the ball right to the setter so that the setter has 3 options in the front row. Defensively, they need to keep the ball alive. And the go-to hitter for Indianola is 5'7", Aspen Nelson. She has 350 kills on the year, so watch for her to mix things up with tips, roll shots, and strong attacks. Nelson, just a sophomore, only 4 seniors on this Indianola team that is back at state for the first time since 2014. They're on the left side of your screen. Serving will be Western Dubuque, and we're underway here in Coralville. There is the aforementioned Aspen Nelson that gets things rolling for Indianola, who strikes first.
Right, and they were ready for that hard hit. She took a little bit off. It's almost like a change up in softball, and scores right away for the Indians.
Indianola 37-6, record entering the state tournament. Western Dubuque looking to bounce back. The defending Class 4A champions, Nelson, at that time gets met up by a brick wall up front. And there's a key player there for Western Dubuque. That is Libby Lansing, their all-stater senior.
Yes, Indianola has to do a better job with their out-of-system balls. When that libero takes that second ball, they need to attack with better efficiency.
Nelson with another crack at it. Lansing with a light brush. And did that touch in? Yes, it did. What precision there from the middle by Indianola.
That's Tori Runyon, the 5'1" setter for Indianola. She's played clubs for years, and so she knows what's open when the defense gets sucked in. There's only somebody in the middle back. She knows how to find those deep corners.
Serving away for Indianola is Dana Blake. Point to the Indians, now up 3-1.
Indianola is one of the best serving teams in the state. They lead in aces, Dana Blake being one of them. Look at that let serve as it hits the net to go over for an easy point for them. Dana and Nelson both have over 60 aces.
And we're going to get used to seeing the Kruger Seeds service ace throughout this match, averaging 7.7 aces per set. Clearly top amongst teams in Class 4A. That one started from the middle there by Kaylee Peters, the senior. Again, one of the 3 seniors on the team that's able to get on the board.
Yeah, when they bring that double block, it leaves empty spaces, and Peters sees that hole in the corner.
Nelson with the serve for Indianola. That was Heiberger once more. Nelson able to knock it back, and another kill for the Indians.
Again, that speaks to the great pass by the Indians to get that ball to Runyon and easily set the middle. The more you're getting the ball to the middle blockers, the better your offense is, the better your passing is.
Indianola has 3 players in the top 5 in service aces.
They were both so excited for that overpass. They both took it. They've got to call that ball one at a time, ladies, but they were super excited. You can see all that energy as they wait and are ready to play.
And that's part of it, too. You got to be able to hold yourself back, even though there's so much energy coming into the state tournament. Sent over by Blake. Unable to get the kill that time as Heiberger well defended up front by Indianola. What a run for this Indianola program led by Kent Halstead in his 11th season. Has over 300 wins in his tenure at Indianola, over 550 wins in his career, but Western Dubuque doing the little things right there. Heiberger, the senior, getting that one over from the outside hitter position as we have our first substitution in for Western Dubuque. Substitutions are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com.
With that last tip by the Bobcats, Heiberger is really smart. You can tell that she has great volleyball IQ to see the defense shift and see what's open for an easy tip kill.
6-5, and there's a service ace by the Bobcats.
Some miscommunication there on the serve receive. Nelson and Blake will figure that out. You can see them high-fiving each other, talking through that one.
Blake able to handle it initially. Nelson from the middle, and she's able to bounce back with another kill.
And that's another way that Nelson mixes up her kills. Hitting from the back row also, so she does a lot of things well, lots of tools in her toolbox.
Served over by Runyon. Carries it over to the far side. Swung over by Overton. Heiberger dug up nicely by Nelson. Now a free ball here for Western Dubuque to work with. Powerful swing, but just too strong there by Western Dubuque's Wolfkill. And now it's a 2-point edge for the Indians.
And Wolfkill got underneath of that set. She's got to keep that ball in front and contact in front and get on top of the ball.
Just all out of sorts there was Western Dubuque. Another ace for the Indians.
Tori Runyon there. Again, another ace for a point. That's what the Indianola Indians do very well.
Runyon once again just getting it over the netting. A much bigger slam that time by Wolfkill. So before the Bobcats begin to serve, another new pair of players come in.
You can see that Heiberger's in the front. She takes a rest as Earns in, comes in the back row for her as her defensive specialist.
Wolfpool looking for another kill. Other side for Blake. That's sent too strong. A terrific serve that time by the Bobcats. Making their 5th trip here to the state tournament. Led by 9th-year head coach Megan Sherman. He's built a great program in the eastern part of the state. Overton, too strong. A little bit of a rally here for the Bobcats, who are back in front 10-9.
It is. Western Dubuque has strung together some really tough serves that Indianola is having a hard time passing.
Indians looking to regroup here.
Misconnect with their setter hitter. No misconnections there as they go to the middle, and Allie Reuter puts that one down.
There's no doubt about that one, and Indianola thought maybe they were going to call a timeout because of this 4-0 spurt that they are trying to overcome. 2-point lead for Western Dubuque. Nice little fake. And it goes out of bounds. Boy, that front attacking line is really starting to get into a groove for Western Dubuque.
It is. You can feel the huge momentum swing. Indianola had it early, serving well, serving some aces, and now it's swung to the Bobcat side as they're feeling confident going into this timeout.
So a timeout by Indianola will step aside as well. 3-point lead for the Bobcats of Western Dubuque on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
What a run by Western Dubuque, up 12-9 over Indianola. Indians had to call a timeout, and so, Joanna, what has really stood out here in this flurry by the Bobcats as of late?
You know, they're serving well. Indianola has to make sure they can get out of this rotation. That's why they needed a break. They've got to do something in this rotation, whether they switch people in the back row, they'll try the timeout, see if they can get it back. And they just can't get the pass that they need to get a first ball kill here, or to get any kill off the serve receive and get the ball back to serve.
Mackenzie Sloan, the sophomore, try to paint something, but maybe that can kind of provide a little relief for Indianola there with that rare error by Western Dubuque.
It is, and that's something that Coach Halstead wants to make sure they don't get stuck in that rotation again the next time she comes up to serve.
Serving is Lauren Olson, freshman. Going for the kill and able to do enough as it rolls out of bounds. That is Aspen Nelson.
Aspen Nelson swung hard into the block. The blocker's hands were faced out of bounds, and that's where it deflected off into.
Nice response there from the Bobcats.
Nice job swinging line on that, attacking the setter. Couldn't react quick enough and scored a point.
That was Ava Ramler. 14-11 Western Dubuque trying to pad their lead. But there's a much-needed stuff up front by Indianola. Joanna, I have a feeling that's going to be a key for them if they want to come out victorious here, is they have to be able to make those kind of plays defensively.
It was a big swing. It was a great approach and a great transition, but Mackenzie Sloan and company with a huge stuff block.
Difficulty handling the serve initially by Western Dubuque. They get it over from the right side. Swung on by Wente. And now here's Ramler again. From the middle, Libby Lansing doing enough as the Indians couldn't quite get on top of it. 15-12 Bobcats.
When the Bobcats are controlling their passes, they're running a really quick offense, and the defense of Indianola can't recover fast enough, so they need to continue to run that quick, 0-1 level offense. Keep doing what they do, blocking well. Now you can see they have the momentum, which really starts with that serving well, starts with some blocks, some quick offense, some quick scoring, and they have a lot of momentum with their 4-point lead.
Bobcats defeating Charles City and Webster City en route to the state tournament appearance. Straddling the line, there is Indianola getting back to their bread and butter.
Yeah, again, back to that great pass, that serve pass. Beautiful pass. Runyon puts up a nice high outside set. They crush it down the line.
Aspen Nelson with that kill, already her 4th, a team high. They try to go to Nelson again. Pass was just a little bit too high, but Western Dubuque just couldn't quite adjust to it. Out of bounds. And now it's down to a 2-point lead for Western Dubuque. It has been back and forth between the 4 versus 5 seeds.
Aspen Nelson talking to her setters. She keeps saying, "Get me the ball, get me the ball."
Bang, bang play along the line, and Ramler's able to put it right on the spot.
That was close.
Blake in the back decided to let it go, and really can't blame her from that spot. Excellent serve, just getting over. And that goes to the scorer's table and out of play.
Yeah, Dana Blake with a nice down ball for a kill.
Aspen Nelson, the sophomore ace, Indians.
Aspen Nelson, she scores points for the Indians in a lot of different ways. She is incredibly versatile with the ace right there. She's in the back row, but watch for her to even call for the ball in the back row. She likes to be set back there. She wants the ball every time. I think she wants to be set literally every time. She loves it. You love that confidence.
And especially from a young player, just a sophomore. And Joanna, no matter what class you're looking at, a lot of younger players, up-and-coming stars here in the state of Iowa, makes this tournament that much more fun because you know the future is really bright for volleyball here in the state.
It is. That's a real quick set right there. Kaylee Peters connects on the set from Runyon out of the middle to put the ball down.
Kill by Kaylee Peters. Indianola back to serve. Nelson was able to dig it up, but it just went too far in front of Overton, who couldn't make a play on it.
That was a great serve receive pass to start their offense for Western Dubuque by Ella Meyer. Just a really, she makes it look easy. She's really fantastic with her passing. So watch her to continue to help her team out in that way.
Meyer also an all-state performer last year. Indians beginning that attack and getting the kill from the center.
Yeah, Tori Runyon sets that ball in front of her middle hitter, Jillian Smith. Just a real pretty pass, set, kill.
Heiberger sent it over there with just the right hand. They go for her again. Nelson with a nice dig, trying to go for the kill, and it glanced off of Western Dubuque.
There she is, Aspen Nelson. Get me the ball. I don't care that I'm in the back row. I'll score a point. We'll keep rotating.
And it all started with that dig. Just fantastic. Already her 5th in this opening set. Tied at 19. Heiberger. That was Runyon for Indianola. Right side, another dig by Nelson to keep it alive. And Overton slams it home. And a timeout by Western Dubuque. All started on defense, and then Overton able to get the kill to put the Indians back in front. We'll be back here shortly on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Obsessively.
What an opening set here at Extreme Arena. Indianola has bounced back to now jump ahead 20-19 over Western Dubuque, who had to burn a timeout. Coach Sherman wanting to regroup her team after this flurry by Indianola.
Western Dubuque is stuck in this rotation as Tori Runyon continues to serve tough, and they're having a hard time putting ball down.
Nelson's been so critical in the back. Overton just had the kill. Give her another.
Nice off-speed shot that the defense of Western Dubuque can't handle.
Runyon already with an ace today. Western Dubuque trying to stem the tide. That just going to be a violation on Indianola, and just the break that Western Dubuque needed. So subs in for Western Dubuque. And brought to you by INT Insurance. Meyer trying to set things up. Overton keeps it alive. And then Blake just with a powerful send.
Really powerful. You start off with Runyon in her middle, both one-handed, keeping the ball alive, and then a strong swing by Blake for the kill.
Athletic family she comes from. Of course, her father, Casey, Major League Baseball player for several years.
Yes, Casey Blake, you can hit a 100 mile an hour fastball over and over. Pretty athletic, pretty impressive. Casey Blake and my husband, Jeff Settles, like to play golf together. Talk about, some great high school athletes from back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s. We'll throw back a little bit here.
And I bet it gets a little competitive, just a little, between those two.
They have a good time.
Coming down the wire here in set number one, Nelson got through the block, and now Western Dubuque trying to catch the Indians off guard. Meyer couldn't quite bring it in.
Macy Wente with, again, an off-speed. They've scored a lot of points on their off-speed. They're swinging hard, and they've mixed up the speed of their attack so much that it's really keeping the defense of Western Dubuque on their toes, and they're having a hard time adjusting.
So the Bobcats regrouping. We'll take a break as well here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Two-point lead for Indianola here in set number one over Western Dubuque. It's been back and forth between these two squads.
And this is Indianola's libero, Bryn Bishop. She has 364 digs down the air and can't connect to get that serve over. In a crucial situation, we're 23-22. It's winning time.
Second service error by Indianola here in the set, and that keeps things alive for Western Dubuque. Nelson with the dig. On the outside, Wente. Brushed over by Ramler, who's got a pair of kills here in this opening set. And then up the middle. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Libby Lansing smashes down her third kill.
And you can see number 11 transition in white so quickly. They've done that many times, but her transition was so fast to get back to that 10-foot line and then come right in, knowing she was right in front of the setter, give her the ball and put it away. Libby Lansing for a point.
Knotted at 23 all. Now a timeout for Indianola. We'll step aside for a quick break as well and be back with the rest of set number one on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
2-point lead initially by Indianola has been quickly evaporated by Western Dubuque. Out of the timeout. Indians trying to respond, and nothing going for Western Dubuque as they just didn't have the personnel needed.
No, but they covered that tip well. Ella Meyer giving it up, diving there, and then a little miscommunication at the net by who was going to take that last ball. This is the time to get the ball over. Here's Dana Blake at the service line.
Blake. Meyer digs it up.
Huge block there. And again.
Oh, they're going to say it's a net violation on Western Dubuque, and that will give the opening set to Indianola. So a thrilling opening set goes to the number 4 seed, Indianola. And we'll be back with the second set after this. Don't go anywhere here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
Protectors.
Leaders.
Job creators.
Friends.
And neighbors.
And always at your service.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new Ultimate Beer Cheese Breakfast Pizza, Breakfast Burrito, or a new Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's Premium Bean to Cup Coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career-building programs, and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. A rambunctious Extreme Arena, Court 1 and Court 2 being taken over by Class 4A, and after the opening set that came down to the wire, Joanna, 25-23, Indianola was able to take that one, just able to squeak by Western Dubuque, who was able to tie it at 23-23 late.
This is what you want at the state tournament, right? They're so evenly matched here, this 4-5 matchup. This is exciting. And really, when you look at the stats, they're pretty balanced in about everything. A couple advantages that Indianola has. They have a +5 in digs, 19-14, and in kills they're +5 as well, 16-11 as we start off this second match with the second set. As Indianola, with a lot of energy, they're super, they're just celebrating every single point that they can, and they start off with the lead.
Well, and they really had to bounce back, facing a little adversity early on. About a 5-0 flurry by Western Dubuque. Not the start that the Bobcats want, but that again is what Indianola is known for, is just making things difficult right off the serve.
It is. Their serving is their bread and butter to score points before it even gets back to their side. When they do attack, the leading hitter so far in this first set is Aspen Nelson from Indianola. She has 6 kills, which leads all hitters.
Nelson was right there, and I think that Western Dubuque thought it was going to be her, but instead one of her teammates was able to get the kill. That was Smith, her second on the night, Jillian Smith.
Yeah, that's a great way they can mix up their offense and go quick to the middle.
Early 3-0 lead for Indianola. Right through the block again. There is Aspen Nelson. Nelson now up to 7 kills. She's got 7 of the team's 18 here early on. Western Dubuque trying to climb back down 4 early, but we've seen them do it time and time again. Meyer saves it. Awkward looking play there along the net. Free ball. Where do they go? Nelson. Blocked that time by the Bobcats.
Really nice press by middle blocker Allie Reuter to press over to get a point for her team. That was Haley Wolfpool who was helping her out.
Nice combination block to be able to end that 4-0 run. Meyer serving it over for Western Dubuque, the defending 4A champions. Lansing got it over, and the Indians were unable to keep it alive. Lansing has also had a really good start to the match as well.
She has. When she does, that means they're passing well. Western Dubuque gets it to her. She pushes it hard across offensively to score a point for her team.
Uncharacteristic serve there from Ella Meyer. First error by her, the senior. Second service error as a team for Western Dubuque. And there's another difficult serve that has to be brought up by the Bobcats. Slapping it down was Halen Peters. And the Indians unable to get the dig.
Yeah, nice play by Meyer again. And Ava Ramler finds the open spot.
Ramler with a team-high 5 kills. She's had 14 attack opportunities. Bishop just couldn't quite handle it there in the back as it goes behind Indianola's bench.
They switch out passers. Sully Downey comes in, trying to focus on a little better ball control here on this first contact.
Nelson not too clean on that dig. But it gives an opportunity for the Indians off that free ball. And there is Nelson with the light touch with the left hand, gets it over.
The ambidextrous, here she is. She goes up strong with her left hand and finds a hole in the defense of Western Dubuque.
They mentioned the word confidence. That's also a sign of confidence there when you go to your opposite hand. Serve goes out of bounds.
There's a lot of positive energy out there. I think some of that is just that energy, that joy, and you have to, when you get to that serve spot, you have to take just a moment and gather yourself so you can connect with a good serve for your team.
How about Nelson with the one-handed dig, but Western Dubuque stays tough right there and knots it up 6-6.
Yeah, great ball control again by Meyer to Demmer, the setter, and they're always looking for Libby Lansing. When they can go to the middle, they do.
4 kills and now 7 attack attempts. She's been pretty precise here to start this one off. Western Dubuque looking for their first lead in set number 2.
We'll see what Indianola can do with this free ball.
Meyer trying to get it over. You love the effort.
Tori Rodney knows to do with that free ball. Everybody's waiting for the ball to be crushed right at him. And she takes ball 2, beautifully sets it behind her back and over on the other side of the court for 2 for a point.
Indianola back in front. Just trickles over. Heiberger able to stay with it. And that's just so difficult to stay with the play when you just don't know how it's going to play off the bounce there on the top of the net.
You don't, and that was running the setter. They're running a 5-1, so she stays in all the time. She can jump. She's in the front row right now in their rotation, so you saw her swing on that last one.
Indianola able to go back.
Kaylee Peters, a nice push through the defense.
4 kills now for Peters. So Peters will now handle the serving for Indianola. Peters, a senior, standing at 5'11". Heiberger lofts it over. Nelson powers it through.
Overpass takes it right back to Indianola.
Overton had a pair of kills in the opening set.
Block keeps it alive.
A volley here between these two. Meyer with a nice dig. She's really had her work cut out for her thus far.
And that was a strong swing from the back row by Blake.
Nelson a little bit wider there.
It's a tight ball.
Overton trying to finish it.
We're in our longest volley of the day. Here they go. Who's going to, a lot of momentum is going to come with this point.
But there you see the exclamation there from Heiberger, getting the 4th kill, and a hard-earned point sometimes is just what the doctor ordered.
Here it is, the set to the outside. Strong swing, and it is tooled off the double block.
Franny Heiberger, another senior that's been so instrumental in this program's success over the years. Tied 8-8, but Indianola really like how they were able to bounce back after that back and forth affair.
Yeah, big double block there by Runyon and Jillian Smith.
Heiberger was going for another one, but was met by that duo there for Indianola. 9-8, Indians in front, leading 1-0. Overton is able to catch the defense where they weren't right there. Now it's a 2-point lead for the Indians.
Running the setter with a nice touch on that ball, sets it nice and high for Overton to just crush.
Tori Runyon, the junior, sends it over. Received by Western Dubuque. Overton got blocked. Pushed over. Meyer trying to set it for Heiberger.
Heiberger did a nice job of adjusting her feet just to downball that.
Heiberger again, been very active here in the second set. Nelson, that goes right into the net. Well defended up front by Western Dubuque. Now within 1 point of tying it up again. Ava Ramler back in for Western Dubuque.
Isabel Erzin comes in off the bench as a defensive specialist and drops that ball right behind that 10-foot line for an ace.
3rd ace for the Bobcats. Trying to give Indianola a taste of their own medicine, but the Indians able to get it settled in up front to get the kill. That from Mackenzie Sloan.
Yeah, she turned nicely and went for that deep left corner, that one spot where there was no one defensively for Western Dubuque.
Bishop. Meyer for Western Dubuque. Ramler trying to pick up where she left off in the opening set.
And scrappy defense by Indianola.
Swinging from the wide side. Nelson. Nice diving effort there by Ernzen. Nelson gets stuffed up front to give her another try. And she's able to splash it down.
Again, she mixes it up beautifully. She swung so hard. They block it right back over, and then she comes back with an off-speed down the line.
You never want to give Aspen Nelson another opportunity. Bobcats only down by 2. That one just going out of bounds. Great effort by Ramler, but just not enough on that one to keep it in play. Timeout by Western Dubuque. Indianola won the first set. They're up by 3 in set number 2 on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Timeout called by Western Dubuque, who is down by 3 here in set number 2 to Indianola. Once again, the winner of this match will go on to face the top seed, Cedar Rapids Xavier, who was able to sweep Bishop Heelan 3-0. Hunter Phillips, Joanna Settles, along with our crew here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Glad to have you with us for what has been a exciting, to say the least, opening day here at State. Bobcats out of the timeout, just what they needed. Ava Ramler with the kill, her 6th on the night.
Yeah, they ran a set off of that, out of that timeout, moved her into the middle where she could take a big swing.
Myers serves it from far back. Nicely dug out. And that big defensive play paid off there. That was initially dug up by Demmer, and her teammates were able to do the rest.
They were Indianola, you see, using the whole net. They're going far outside quite a bit, but mixing it up with some quicks in the middle, and then with a back set to the opposite side as well.
That was Lansing once again, but how many times have we seen, Joanna, just when you think Western Dubuque is not only going to tie it, they're going to take the lead, Indianola, they have just been able to respond rather quickly.
And that usually is at the hand of Aspen Nelson. She's like, I don't think so. I'll turn and hit it where you don't think I am.
Libero to Libero serving that time. Punching it over was Runyon, but it goes out of play. So after the attack error, serving is Western Dubuque, and it just goes out of bounds. Wolfkill with that service error, and Joanna just amazing the atmosphere. That is the Marion student section getting very loud as they were able to take set number 3. They're up 2-1 on Clear Creek and Mana. Western Dubuque trying to roar back here. The Bobcats down by 1, 15-14.
The Bobcats, just great passing again from their libero, Ella Meyer. She starts so much of what they can do offensively. She has a really nice soft touch on her first contact, that pass that she gives to her teammates.
Hard to believe she only has 2 assists, but does have 11 digs, which happens to be a match high. Tied again, 15-15. And timeout on the floor by Indianola. And we will go ahead and take a break as well on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Indianola regrouping here as we are tied once again here in our second set, 15-15. Continuing to serve is Western Dubuque. And it will be Erica Ernzen, the 5'4" senior outside hitter. Collected by Bishop. Peters brings it over. Lansing gets it blocked. And that is just what Indianola needed out of the timeout. A very rare block sequence there for Libby Lansing.
Yes, and Aspen Nelson now goes to the back row, and Overton takes over as outside hitter.
Indianola back in front by one. Heiberger thought that she was able to drop it in. Meyer with her 13th dig. Blake trying to set that one up. And the point goes to Indianola. Aspen Nelson just been so brilliant here tonight.
Here she is calling for it in the back row. She's like, I'll take that. We're not going to free ball that over. I'll swing, get a kill. Thank you. Big smile on her face. Excited to play for her team.
She sends the serve right into the net. That is the second error off the serve for Nelson here on the night. Fourth as a team. They do have 3 aces. 17-16 Indianola. Overton. And the Bobcats can't catch up to it. Do not sleep on Overton there from the outside.
Yes, that was a fantastic line shot, but that pass came from Aspen Nelson, so she can do it all, folks.
Cameron Overton, just a sophomore, and her 4th kill here tonight. Back to a 2-point edge for Indianola. Western Dubuque again has yet to lead here in the second set. Able to pad the lead once again.
You know, Western Dubuque keeps trying to find a spot to tip it. They've tipped it over the middle block. Overton's there. They tipped it again. Somebody's there. So they haven't found a spot that's open. They haven't tried deep corners on Indianola. But when they're tipping it over and it's easy for them, Indianola's getting a really good swing at the ball. So they need to be aggressive.
Maybe that's one of the adjustments they'll try to make as Heiberger sends a free ball. And that is stuffed up front nicely by Western Dubuque. Ruder was there, as well as another member of the Bobcat squad.
And nice stuff blocked by Allie Ruder. You see her really controlling that middle and pressing over.
From the back, it's Nelson. Going out. 19-18 now.
If you look at Nelson's statistics, she has higher efficiency in the front row than in the back. So Halstead might say, hey, well, they say let's set it. She takes a little bit off on that, right? She adjusts to that.
Blake with the dig. Overton. Once again, how about the play of Ernzen? Not once, but twice. And it results in a huge point for Western Dubuque to tie it up at 19.
Yeah, Franny Heiberger got back to take a nice approach and put that ball down for a big kill for the Bobcats.
How about what we've seen as well from Isabel Ernzen, just making plays like that. But Indianola, after giving up that point, they're now at 20, trying to close in on winning another set.
Yes, they're right back with a Blake pass, a Runyon set, and an Overton kill.
Runyon with the serve. Franny Heiberger just went right through the fingertips of Bishop.
Franny's on fire, but she has to take a seat because they rotate in. Her defensive specialist comes back in, Isabel Ernzen, who's done a nice job serving this set.
Isabel along with Erica Ernzen. Quite the duo this season, and especially in bright moments here tonight. Western Dubuque on top for the first time here in set number 2. Two players there for Indianola. That could have spelled disaster.
They send it to the back line.
Indians cannot keep it in play, and now things are going the Bobcats' direction with yet another kill, this time by Ava Ramler.
Yes, here's on the replay. They couldn't keep that ball alive.
So a 2-point lead for Western Dubuque causes Indianola to burn a timeout. We'll take one with them on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
The Bobcats have stormed back in a big way here in the second set, now up 22-20. Fell 25-23 in the opening set. There's been a little separation gained by both of these teams, and that's what you would expect in a 4 versus 5 matchup. Western Dubuque, again on the right side of your screen, continues to serve. Nelson calling for it. Blake. Ramler, what a night she has had. Saw what the defense gave her and then just really kind of forced it over, and nothing Indianola could do.
No, Heiberger's done really well bringing this momentum back to Western Dubuque's side as she steps out. Ramler's taken over so far.
3-point lead for Western Dubuque, but a big time swat that time by Indianola.
Yes.
Cameron Overton.
Yeah, she's swinging from the right side in this serve reception. Goes cross for the kill.
Olsen will serve for Indianola. Trying to bounce back. Western Dubuque trying to close out this second set and knot things up in our match.
That block tip slowed it down, but they couldn't get there in time to react quick enough.
Haley Wolfquill was there. Meyer sends it over. Nelson out of bounds. Western Dubuque is able to take the second set as they defeat Indianola that time 25-21. So now we're all knotted at one, going to our third set here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
At Mid-American Energy, we are connectors,
Protectors.
Leaders.
Job creators.
Friends.
And neighbors.
And always at your service.
Slade's the place for you!
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
By focusing only on meat and grocery, we can do those things to the best of our abilities.
No frills, no gimmicks. You're gonna get top quality meat, top quality produce, top quality customer service.
They always tell us, sell it as low as you can. Sell it as low as you possibly can.
And we work hard so we can keep those prices lower.
And that's what Fairway does to a lot of people. They take care of people.
I have one thing to accomplish, and it's that.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Fans' official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Tied at 1. We go into the third set on the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Hunter Phillips, Joanna Settles here closing out what's been a thrilling opening day here at State. And so what was really the biggest difference, Joanna, when looking from set number 1 to set number 2? And, for the majority of that second set, Western Dubuque was unable to lead, but they led at the most important times.
They did. Almost all stat categories are almost equal for that second set. The one difference is the hitting efficiency. It went in the favor of Western Dubuque. They hit 250 versus Indianola's 209. So that's one to look for in set 3. But I think we have a long night ahead of us because we're going 5 sets because both these teams are fantastic.
Wouldn't be surprised at all, the 4 versus 5 matchup in Class 5A.
Great dig there.
In a 5-set thriller, and Western Dubuque, so starting with good defense, was able to clobber things up enough for Indianola that struggled to get anything going in front of the net. Meyer serving for Western Dubuque. Nelson trying to get the Indians back in it.
Can't connect on that out-of-system ball. When the liberos passing that second ball, they're out of system, which usually means they can't get the ball to their middle, Libby Lansing, and they want to do that. That's what they're trying to do even right here on this serve reception.
Bishop with the serve and goes right into the net. And, maybe, Joanna, that's another thing that's been a little uncharacteristic from Indianola, is just the amount of service errors. That's now 5 here on the night as opposed to their 3 aces. And so that's one thing that's really going to help Western Dubuque stay in this.
It did. When you're talking about 1 point, when you're talking about such a close game all the way through, each set is so close. Let's watch this one again. A nice pass. It goes to the outside hitter right down the line for a point.
Sophomore Nelson now with 12 kills here on tonight. And Blake's serve just goes a little long.
Does Indianola, they are at 89% on the season. Again, another statistic to watch as we enter set number 3.
Back to serve is Erica Ernzen. She was able to have some big serves down the stretch in set number 2.
That one stayed on Western Dubuque's side, but that was amazing to dig that ball by Erica Ernzen. That's some great defense.
She has 8 digs now on the night. Meyer with the team lead with 12. Nelson's serve collected in the back. But then a nice swat that time there by the Bobcats.
Yeah, you see kind of a layup there, a little slide action by Libby Lansing.
And now Lansing will go ahead and serve. 7 kills for the senior. Cameron Overton from a little bit further back.
Tries the setter dump.
Heiberger. Combination block there from Indianola. Overton ready for it. Dug up by Western Dubuque. Heiberger has to just loft it over. Great touch there by Peters.
Yeah, that's such a great spot to score from when you have that big block and the defense has to try to guess where the middle's going to tap it. Another point in that 4 zone.
So after getting that point, Kaylee Peters to serve. to Indianola.
And that ball hit the ground before she passed it. You could hear it a little chunk before she hit it. So Grassley says, hey, timeout. They have to pass the ball before it hits the ground here.
And again, another low serve. Walters able to get underneath it this time.
Some confusion on Indianola's side of who's going to take that ball.
Right, double contact there, 5-5 now our score. IMT substitution in for Western Dubuque. Nelson got it blocked initially up front by Reuter. And the swing goes across and it stays in play, very close.
Here's the replay, Overton. Runyon setting Overton, and that is a very sharp swing. That's tough to defend. It's front of the 10-foot line, cross court. Impressive. Nice defense by Bishop.
Cameron
there.
Overton, yep, and then Bishop.
Bishop flailing limbs to keep that ball alive.
Dana Blake credited with the kill. 2-point lead for Indianola. Nelson corrals it. Overton sends it wide. Service substitutions back in for Western Dubuque. The Ernst sisters have been excellent in these positions tonight.
A lot of great defense by both teams.
Overton swinging from the right side. We've seen her get a kill once from that spot earlier. And the free ball went over and out of bounds. So 8-6 Indianola. Macy Wente back in the match for the Indians. We took the first set, 25-23. Trying to bounce back here in set number 3, but another service error by the Indians.
Yeah, those missed serves are not allowing Indianola to gain more momentum and create a gap with their scores. It stays tight.
And how about the awareness up front with Libby Lansing and company? They saw nobody was there to contest for Indianola, and they just take care of the rest.
When you're playing on the front line, you just love when there's an overpass for those redirects for an easy point.
Difficulty handling the serve as Indianola. So we're tied 8-8.
Can't find an open spot on the tip.
But Nelson able to do enough. That was a great pass sent to her in that way, in that direction, rather. Nelson just was able to adjust in midair. Just really impressive. That was Meyer.
But she pushed that ball off the block and out of bounds.
Nicely dug in the back by Olsen. A little miscommunication between her and Bishop that time. And blocked up front. Aspen Nelson right there. Got a kill by Wolfkuhl. A service error gives it back to Indianola. It's been one of those matches, Joanna, where neither team has been able to, I think the biggest separation we have seen is either 3 or 4 points. That's why those errors that we've seen can come back to haunt you.
Tori Runyon for Indianola had a setter dump early for a point, and here's one by Western Dubuque's Ava Demmer. She's like, I can dump too. You want to spread your defense out, leave a hole in the middle, I'll go right there to that donut hole, that USA spot, and score for our Bobcats.
Timeout by Indianola, tied at 10. We'll step aside for a quick break here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
All knotted at 10 in the third set. Here from the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau at Extreme Arena in Coralville, the new home of the State Volleyball Tournament. Western Dubuque serving out of the timeout. From the middle, Peters.
Great defense by Myers. Big swing, great defense there by Walters to keep that ball alive.
Trying to keep it alive, but Peters just a little too strong that time. Haley Peters just showing off that strength on her 6th kill here.
Yes, that double block is set off to the right a little bit. She sees that and goes off the left side to an open spot on the court.
Walters trying to punch it in the air to keep it alive. You saw in that replay for the Bobcats. Cameron Overton.
Free ball. See what Indianola does with it. They go outside to Overton. Tip over the block and mishandles it. That's not how you chalk up your free ball play.
Also, Western Dubuque just very fortunate that Indianola couldn't quite cash in. 16th attack error on Indianola, but a service error for Western Dubuque will award the Indians another point. So we've kind of seen the service errors mount up for both teams. Indianola with 7 total on the night. That's now 5 for Western Dubuque. Kaylee Peters serves it for Indianola. Franny Heiberger brushes it over. Overton looking for a little bit more of a precise send. Overton, good look there, but Meyer with another dig for Western Dubuque.
That's all she could do, and Blake takes one out of bounds, kind of accidentally, but then Overton puts one down hard.
Bryn Walters, you could tell right there, was just disappointed that she couldn't quite field that cleanly.
Overton connecting with that line shot. That's tough to defend.
Second on the team with 8 kills on the night.
Again, a chance for Indianola to go up by, 3? Go up by 3 and goes into the net, and now we're back to a 1-point game.
And again, maybe the nerves of being here on the big stage has something to do with it. Everything is very magnified. Overton. Boy, how rock solid has she been here in this third set.
Yeah, really nice set that is all the way out to the pin so that she can turn and go line, and so difficult to defend. That's 2 in a row for Overton down the line.
And that was after an attack error. So good response by the sophomore, Franny Heiberger, trying to will the Bobcats back, only down by 2. Meyer somehow keeps it alive. Overton. Heiberger, another free ball. Second one here in this sequence. Meyer once again is sacrificing her body. Nelson, and it gets blocked up front by Western Dubuque. They were not fooled at all, and Reuter with yet another block on the evening.
Yes, when you're attacking from the back row, you usually go against one block. So the only thing you can't do is go through the middle blocker's hands, because it doesn't work, right? She's got to go and swing for the corners instead of swinging to 6 or middle back.
1-point lead for Indianola. Blake looking for the kill. Defended nicely by Western Dubuque. They've really done a nice job on that end, and that has resulted in Rambler getting yet another point for the Bobcats, tied again.
You can see both teams really loaded at the net, really springy, ready, and expecting the ball to come over to react quickly like Rambler did right there. Blake. Yeah, big swing from the outside, trying to push it through that block. Coach Megan Sherman's like, come on, ladies, you really have to press over with your block. See the back of your hands and press that ball over.
Off the Lauren Olson save. There's a hammer of a strike there from Western Dubuque. Ava Rambler with her 11th kill. She's been making some noise here tonight.
She has. It's a great cross-court swing.
Indians, what can they respond with?
They've been going outside so many times. They're like, let's have a back set. Let's mix it up. Keep the middle blocker, Libby Lansing, moving to her left and her right.
But an attack error by Wente gives the lead back to Western Dubuque. Nelson been quiet, held in check here in this third set.
Yeah, but Bishop says, hey, I'll give you a good pass. I got you, girl.
So all the commotion that you just heard recently, Clear Creek Amana taking the fourth set against Marion, so that goes to a fifth and final set. Have a feeling we may be in for something similar here. (17-16) Western Dubuque. Nelson looking to get back. And it just went underneath that out of bounds line.
Here it is, the set to the outside, and she's going to turn and go line. The block was early. She has an open shot to score for her team.
15 kills tonight for Aspen Nelson. Indianola, good defense there.
As they fall over each other, and Libby Lansing says, give me the slide.
Lansing has been so impressive here tonight.
That slide shot always looks like a layup. It's always those crossover skills between basketball and volleyball players, and that's a great one.
Ella Clark with a real good sequence there for Western Dubuque. She was able to get credited for the assist. 2-point advantage now for the Bobcats after an attack error by Aspen Nelson.
Look for Aspen Nelson to mix it up. She'll come back with a tip or a roll shot to get some more ball control out of her swing.
Blake, ball just brushes over the line. Meyer with her back to the net, gets it over. Nelson had a little hesitation there, but it still counts for a point as Western Dubuque is unable to get a clean block on it.
She came back with a hard swing, Nelson did, and right into the block, right out of bounds.
So now Nelson will serve. It's been one of her strong points this season, but has had a few errors tonight. That one just a little too mustard there from Franny Heiberger. Tied 19-19.
Yeah, Heiberger, she was a little early, and the ball was set a little bit behind her, and it went right out of bounds.
They play it to the right side for Lansing, but gets blocked up front. Kaylee Peters there, as well as Cameron Overton. Timeout called by Western Dubuque as Indianola has recaptured the lead here in set number 3, 20-19 on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
tight-knit battle here in our third set. 2019 Indianola over Western Dubuque. Tied 1-1. Probably a wise timeout called by Megan Sherman, just to kind of get her team reorganized, calm them down a little bit. Here as we get ready for the final stage here of this third set.
Yeah, that 20th point by Indianola was huge. Western Dubuque went to Libby Lansing, a big double block by Peters and Overton.
Not many times Lansing's been blocked tonight. They try to go to her again, and a similar result in favor of Indianola, as Bryn Walters couldn't keep it in bounds. 2-point edge for the Indians.
Yeah, I think Lansing thought it was going to go outside and she was towing the block, and she kind of let it go behind her, and then her defense picked it up.
Aspen Nelson, third consecutive serve. Heiberger, it rolled off the top of the net. She didn't know that it was still alive. 22-19 Indianola. Let's take another look.
Here it is. She couldn't really see it. She didn't know that was a tougher set. The setter was off the net quite a bit. It was a really tight set, which makes it for an easier block. And then it came right back to Western Dubuque's side. She had her back to the ball and couldn't see it, didn't know it was still alive.
So now a 3-point lead for Indianola on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
(22-19) Indianola leading Western Dubuque in our third set from Extreme Arena in Coralville. Aspen Nelson continuing to serve for the Indians.
It's a tough serve to handle, and the Bobcats have to pass it over.
Cameron Overton gets it blocked along the right side. Libby Lansing was there along with Demmer.
Western Dubuque was having a difficult time scoring offensively, so they scored defensively to get the serve back.
Now Libby Lansing, the senior, back to serve. Bobcats down by 2. Overton looking for another try. Nice dig from the back, Frandy Heiberger. Bishop right there. And how about that touch from Kaylee Peters? We've seen that time and time again where she is just able to float it over.
Here she is. The ball gets set to the middle here to number 3. And you can see Libby, she's not used to playing the back row. She only does that for that serving half rotation. And she gets caught with her weight backwards, and it's an easy score for the Indians.
Kaylee Peters serving, handled by Walters. Trying to set it up for Overton. Lighter touch that time.
Yeah, Overton didn't transition quick enough. She didn't take an approach. So she just jumped and kind of tapped the ball over a little off speed for a point. A big point, as they're 1 point away from another set.
Set point for Indianola, who took the opening set. Bobcats, what do they have up their sleeve?
Huge dig by Blake on the line. Shot by Heiberger.
Nelson's swing from the back row was just a little too strong. So still keeps things alive for Western Dubuque, who took the second set 25-21.
This is Ava Demmer back to serve. She's their setter. So they have 3 hitters in the front row now.
Overton. Bishop was able to handle it initially. Overton again. Goes out of play. And Indianola strikes back in set number 3. 25-21. We'll be back with the 4th set here from Coralville after this on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune, and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
Whoa.
Howdy.
Hey, where'd you get that breakfast so fast?
Casey's. Fastest breakfast in the Midwest.
Try Casey's new ultimate beer cheese breakfast pizza, breakfast burrito, or a new bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
Wow, that was fast.
And now get a breakfast sandwich or pizza slice plus Casey's premium bean to cup coffee for just $4.
I rode a horse once.
Approaching the 8 o'clock hour here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. The day started at noon with the Class 5A quarterfinals and rolling into the night. This place has been buzzing. Here to finish out the Class 4A quarterfinals, Hunter Phillips, Joanna Settles. Glad to have you on board. Indianola bouncing back nicely. Joanna there in that third set, winning 25-21, and really, when you look at both sides, the attack errors probably more than what both coaches want to see. The hitting percentage still a little bit low, but 16-8, the advantage in kills for Indianola over Western Dubuque in that third set.
That's huge. They went line quite a bit, Nelson and Overton for Indianola, with coming up with big kills, a lot of points, and +8 kill differential, which was the difference in set number 3.
On court number 2, our match here on court number 1, going down to the 5th and final set between Clear Creek, Amana, and Marion. And Clear Creek, Amana is just 7 points away from pulling off what would be probably an upset with Marion, the 4A leader in kills. 8-3 that score right now, but here we are going into the 4th set. Indianola will serve out of the chute. Nearly coming away with a nice block up front. I didn't quite see what they called out there on the court, but does give a point to Indianola.
Well, both teams need to clean up their play. They need to give a cleaner ball to their setter. And here's another overpass off of a great serve.
From the center, it was Ramler. Indianola gets a second point here to start off set number 4. Last time it was a bad set by Ella Meyer. Ruder just with an attack error that time. Meyer. Free ball for Indianola.
They go outside. Aspen Nelson ready for set number 4 here with a big swing.
What a night for Nelson. 17 kills. Saw Overton play a lot of that upper left part there on the outside hitter position, but Nelson back where she started. And that kill staying in play. Powerful response there from Western Dubuque.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Meyer to start that offense with a sweet kill.
Wolfpool with the kill for Western Dubuque. And that free ball too far out. So 3-2, Indianola once again making their first trip here to state since 2014. And Western Dubuque with their title defense beginning with a tough one tonight. Another attack error that had been really mounting ever since the second set for both teams. Wente, they're just too far out. Ellemeyer, 16 digs on the night, getting yet another serve here. Just couldn't get over in time. Too many hits there for Indianola. Now the Bobcats in front 4-3. Were able to win in set number 2, 25-21. A set in which they did not lead until the very end, which is when it matters most. Aspen Nelson right along the line. They're going to say it stays in. And that is just so tough to be able to defend.
There's that line shot. Bishop, Runyon, and Aspen Nelson right down the line.
And just blanketed that back corner.
That is tough to defend.
Knotted at 4. Another free ball for Indianola. A good block up front by a pair of Bobcats.
Yeah, Libby Lansing with a big block there with her outside. Look for Western Dubuque to slide their block over to the outside to try to take away that line. That's been a lot of points they've scored down the line, force them to spike it cross court to take something away.
Did that one stay in? No, it did not. Just going outside. 6-4 Western Dubuque. Continuing to serve is Haley Wolfkill, 5'9" junior. And there is a nice strike by Rambler, who's quietly had a very good night. That her 12th kill. And a timeout is going to be called by Indianola. They are down by 3 in set number 4 on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Fans would like to recognize the students from Western Dubuque in the all-white there in the student section as our creative corner of the match, brought to you by Think Iowa City, a collection of curious communities. Bringing the energy tonight, they were chanting Bobcat Nation. A lot of supporters here for Western Dubuque. And also a good contingent from Indianola, just south of the Des Moines Metro, making their way here to Coralville. Nothing happening for the Indians there. And the run continues here for Western Dubuque.
There was confusion. Runyon is always getting ball too, but there was confusion. She double hit that one. And now the errors 2 in a row here mounting up, as this is actually a huge lead for Western Dubuque, up 5.
Yeah, we haven't seen that kind of a lead at all tonight. And in a moment, if something plays out, you're going to hear a big roar here in Extreme Arena, which may throw things off here on our side.
Big swing going off the block.
Well, and just over to our right, Clear Creek Amanda in a 5-set thriller knocks off Marion 15-8. So Clear Creek Amana is able to move on. And things continue to go in the right direction here for the Bobcats, a 7-point lead.
You can see the Bobcats slide that block over a little bit to the right. They still try to go line, but there's no court left, and it goes out of bounds.
Timeout by Indianola. They do not have any timeouts remaining. We'll take one with them, though, here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
So one Class 4A semifinal is written in stone. The number 2 seed North Scott will face the number 6 seed Clear Creek Amana, who just recently knocked off number 3 Marion in 5 sets. The winner of this match will go on to face the top seed Cedar Rapids Xavier on Wednesday, right here on court number 1 at noon. A lot to be decided, though, on who's going to make it to the semifinals. What a big fourth set for Western Dubuque, and they just keep rolling, everything going the Bobcats' way here.
Yeah, Nelson tried to mix it up, a little tip over the block, but the defense of the Bobcats was right there. They could pass it up easily to get a strong swing and get the point, continue with the serve.
Wolf Pool continuing to serve with efficiency. Block there at the net. Blake was in there as well as Peters to finally stem the tide.
And that one didn't go over the net. That was 4 contacts. A little short on that swing.
So more so an error there by Ava Ramler. 7-point advantage for the Bobcats. Back-to-back big plays, though, for the Indians. Starting on defense, is able to help them crawl back in.
Yeah, Kaylee Peters there in the middle with a big block, trying to get some momentum to swing back to the Indian side.
Dana Blake serving for Indianola. Lansing's attack just got over. Nelson gets it blocked, but it's sent back to the Indians. And just going out, Peters thought that she was able to keep that one in play, but not happening there.
She's trying to tip it over. You can see her trying to tip it over. A huge block by Libby Lansing, which kind of messes up everything that you see. You have to go really far up and over to get over a Libby Lansing block, and she tips it out of bounds.
Cameron Overton back in the match for Indianola, checking in for Lauren Olson. Substitutions tonight brought to you by IMT Insurance. Aspen Nelson serving. Quickly sent over by Demmer. Overton, who just checked in. Cleaned up by Ella Meyer. And then dropped down underneath by that front line of Western Dubuque.
Nice cross-court swing by Overton. And Heiberger says, here I come. Looks like I'm going cross-court. Just kidding. I'm coming across over that block for a tip for a score.
Just very deceptive. We've seen that out of our game tonight. Heiberger from the center went over a wall of Indians defenders. Heiberger again. Dug by Nelson. Overton able to range the defense back that time and get it past them for a kill.
You see the defense of the Bobcats shifting all the way over to the right. You see her all the way over, and now they bring the ball back. So really wise play by Overton to find the open spot on her swing.
That was a lot of ground for Erica Ernsten to be able to cover, being the lone soldier back there.
Runyon puts that right back over with the block.
Nicely dug there by Peters. Finds Overton, and she couldn't get it over. Disappointed with that effort there.
Yeah, she tried to tap it over and just missed it. Again, this is a big lead with the Bobcats up 7 points.
Long serve. Brought in. And there is Blake right there to answer back for Indianola. Jillian Smith rather there.
Yeah, Jillian Smith. It was the pass by Blake. Blake had a great serve receive pass right to the setter. Runyon said, let's go to the middle and score quick.
A serve there for Indianola. That's what they want to see. A Kruger seed service ace.
Tori Runyon, the setter. Again, they run a 5-1, so they have 3 hitters in the front. Tori Runyon will be setting, coming from the back row.
Running among the state leaders in service aces, ranking in the top 5. Overton met by Lansing, as well as Reuter.
Again.
Who's going to come out on top in this volley? Dug up by Bishop, but then slamming it home. Right there is Reuter.
There's the replay. Pin to pin, a great dig by Bishop, but it's an overpass, and they turn and hit it straight down.
Allie Reuter, the 5'11" junior middle hitter, just putting an end to that. 6-point edge for Western Dubuque. Trying to send it to a 5th set. Overton. Ava Ramler, we've seen her provide the power when needed, but then the volleyball IQ was just on display there.
Yeah, her tip, it actually came off her fingers, not even exactly how she wanted to. She was going for that sharp angle, and she dropped it in nicely.
Meyer trying to set the table, but to no avail. Was looking for Wolfpool. Subs coming in for Indianola, who has the serve down by 6. Frantically going there were the Bobcats, and they surrender yet another point.
That aggressive serving makes it really difficult, putting a lot of pressure on the first pass here for Western Dubuque.
Lauren Olson with another serve. Ramler putting the ram in that one.
Yes, that one was going out of bounds, but a quick touch. You can see it, the set go to the outside. Right through the fingers of Lauren Olson.
Back to a 6-point advantage for Western Dubuque. Powerful swing here from the near side, and getting the kill is Wente. Just her 2nd kill here on the night.
And Nelson passed that one right to Runyon. The defense might have thought it was going right back to Nelson, but they used both sides of the net well.
Free ball. Nelson. Blocked by Lansing. Nelson trying to paint the corner and unable to do so.
Again, I think that blocking duo moving out to the right has messed up twice now the line swing of Indianola.
Peters with a nice swing at it, but Ramler has really taken control here in this 4th set.
She has. She's scoring points well, and she's doing them. She's swinging really hard.
Just playing so confidently. One of 2 Bobcats in double figures when it comes to kills. Bobcats now just 4 points away from sending it to a 5th and final set.
This is the biggest lead that the Bobcats have had.
Kaylee Peters had herself a really good night as well, able to split it through the defense. Yeah, Joanna, really rarefied air when you think about it, because neither team has really been able to build this kind of an advantage, so it really has to be a luxury, but also knowing too that you still have to be a little bit careful in your execution. Ramler, lightly touched. Nelson puts a little oomph into that one. Goes to the back where the defense wasn't.
All right, again, the Bobcat defense has gone all the way out to swing line. And you can see him slide over, which leaves that middle line open.
And a big time serve there by Indianola. But not enough as it just went out of bounds and just been inches from getting more and more aces tonight. Nelson, and that dig nearly went into the crowd.
Wow, that's a hard hit. One of the hardest hits of the night. Let's watch it again. Here she goes to the outside, straight down the line. The defense is there, but still moving and angles it out of bounds into the stands.
Erica Ernson has really held her own back there, but like you said, when you have one drilled like that, can't blame the player for unable to field it cleanly. Still a big advantage for Western Dubuque.
It's a tight set. That was tough by Heiberger. Double contact, gives the ball back to the Bobcats.
The Bobcats knocking on the door of that fifth set.
Yep. The middle switch, Reuter comes in as Lansing went back to serve, and now she'll take a rest as her libero. Ella Meyer comes in.
Kaylee Peters. Sorb there in the center. Overton looking for it. Meyer with the dig. Aspen Nelson from the center, keeping things alive for Indianola.
That's Nelson's game. That's a big dig that she has as we watch it again. The ball's hit hard to the middle, and she calls for it back again, and she tries to hit it right back into that far, deep left corner for the kill.
Great camera work right there to see that angle and what Nelson was looking at when she threw that strike there. We'll step aside for a break. Timeout by Western Dubuque on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
So a timeout by Western Dubuque. Regrouping here, up by 5 towards the tail end of our fourth set. This is the final match here on this opening day at State. Kaylee Peters continuing to serve for Indianola. Up 2-1. Nelson, she was calling for it, but Overton will take the crack at it. Heiberger. So a point for Indianola after that close play at the net.
Yes, that one got set outside too far. It hit the antenna on the way over the net.
Tremendous serve right there by Indianola.
Indianola only down by 4. Now they're only down by 3 as they continue to fight and claw their way back into this set number 4.
What about the work from Kaylee Peters, getting that ace right there? And we'll take another break and be back here shortly on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Down to the wire here in set number 4.
Can Indianola come back and tie it up at 23 here? They have to continue to serve really tough. This is a key point, a key play right here as Kaylee Peters serves.
Coming off of an ace, Indianola was down by 7 at one point here in this set. Double contact there. Heiberger is right up next to the net. And now you're starting to hear the Indianola fan base make some noise as momentum is quickly shifted.
Down by 2. Peters again with a tough serve.
Heiberger, no choice but to play that. Meyer having to range in. A lot of bodies there as Nelson cranks it back. Tipped over. 1 point lead now for Western Dubuque.
That's a fun one for Jillian Smith. As you see here, the pass was too close to the net. The setter really didn't have any option but to go over with it, and Smith reads that nicely and puts it right back over and down.
Peters, too strong of a serve that time.
Not the time that you want to miss your serve. A beautiful comeback, 19-23. Here they come back, and now it's game point for Western Dubuque Bobcats in set number 4.
Western Dubuque trying to send it to a 5th set. Overton. Meyer with yet another dig. Right side. That was Lansing there. Overton keeping it alive are the Bobcats. Heiberger. And she sends it to a 5th and final set here in Coralville. Our second 5-set match here in the Class 4A quarterfinals. On the other side, on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams, it's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements. Year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Western Dubuque making their way out here to the court after coming back strongly and really just sort of withstanding that final rush there from Indianola, who was down by 7 at one point, Joanna, and were 1 point away, but then just a critical service error there by Kaylee Peters was just really what gave Western Dubuque life. And so now here we go, just fitting, they say save the best for last. Here we go, now to the 5th set, and so been pretty even, obviously, when you look statistically, but if there's any kind of advantage for either team, where do you see it?
I think both teams are just fantastic defensively. Some great blocking. Libby Lansing at the net has been phenomenal. And really, when you look at the numbers, they're about equal in every single category. In that fourth set, the difference was the hitting percentage. Indianola actually hit in the negative, which is something you never want to do, let alone at state in the fourth set. But both these teams are evenly matched. This can go either way. I'm calling a 15-13 game. It's going to be tight every way, everywhere. So at this point, all the little details matter, right? You're serving, you're passing. You've got to get that ball to the setter right where she wants it. You can't pull her off the net to 10 and 12 feet. You've got to get that ball to the setter so she can set her hitters.
How will it all play out? Indianola making their way back out onto the court. Cedar Rapids Xavier awaits one of these two teams who has given it their absolute all, has put on a show here in Coralville. And now it's a battle of the student sections before the battle takes it to the court. Western Dubuque will start.
Yes, Ella Meyer, the lefty, with a tough serve, but it goes outside. And that defense scoring points. Libby Lansing in the middle with a huge double block. Teaming up with Wolfpool.
That's been one of the reasons why you've got to be so impressed with Lansing. She'll get you the kills, no doubt, but she'll make the big defensive plays when you need it. Here is Lansing.
There's a 31 set off the easy ball.
Kept alive, and then it drops down.
That was beautiful. Let's watch it again. This is what Libby Lansing does and does so well. It's going to the middle. It's going quick. You can see how fast she gets up. A huge swing, a big approach. She's tall, and she puts that ball right down.
No need to hesitate right there for the senior.
The lefty, libero, continues to serve.
Aspen Nelson.
Ricochets off the block there, out of bounds. And now Indianola's libero, Bryn Bishop, says it's my turn to serve for a while.
And then dropped over by Lansing again. Big-time players making big-time plays down the stretch here.
Right, they can't do it by themselves, though. That was Isabel Ernzen on the serve receive. She really had to tilt her platform to make a great pass. It was so good that they could run that quick 31 for a point.
Kaylee Peters.
She loves that spot.
She loves it.
It's open all night. Again, another good pass to get that ball to the middle. Dana Blake, one of the best servers in all the state right here. Over 60 aces on the season.
Collected by Meyer. Bishop saves it. Nelson got a block initially. What are they going to call?
They were all the way under the net, and there was a play at the net, so it goes to the Bobcats. Halstead's not happy with it, but
again, you got to keep your eye as an official on that line underneath. Peters.
Big swing by Peters to go to your middle on the serve receive. Speaks volumes of your passers. Here it is. Here comes the pass. Using your hands, Bishop using your hands. Right to Runyon. They're super excited to get the ball to the middle for a kill.
Aspen Nelson serving now for Indianola. Collects the dig. Setting it up for Overton. And she is able to tie it up there.
And that middle back is wide open, and she finds a hole.
13 kills tonight for Cameron Overton. Nelson doing what she does best, dropping that serve right in front of the defense.
All right, let's go full circle here. Indianola's bread and butter is their serving. They serve incredibly tough. They love to drop it right in front of the passers, and Aspen Nelson does that.
10th ace tonight as a team for Indianola. And a Class 4A leader in that category. Peters looking for that traditional drop down. Lansing trying to make something happen. Bobcats can't catch up to it, and now a 2-point lead for Indianola. It's been a pendulum swinging back and forth here tonight.
Here we go. Pushes it over from the middle. And you can see the reaction from Kaylee Peters. She's super pumped.
Nelson continuing to serve. Overton waiting a little bit.
She had to, the set was behind her, so she had to pause. Libby Lansing, deep corner, finds it, connects. Great setter, hitter connection right there. Here it is. They want to get to the ball to the middle. She goes so quick. She's up, and the setter puts it right in her hands. Demmer with a great ball.
Peters pushes it back. Iberger. Overton was there. And how about a quick whip play there from Dana Blake? Kaylee Peters handled a lot of serving back in the fourth set. Indians are up by 2.
Here comes the free ball. Runyon goes outside to Overton.
Overton's was just too strong, and you could just tell that her eyes got really big there. She wanted it. You see her setting up for it left side of the screen.
She did. She tried to really snap it down, keep it in play, wasn't able to do so.
They go back to Overton. They set it back to the right side now with Blake. Touched over by Reuter. Nelson. Boy, a little miscommunication there that time. Allows the Indians to pad their lead again to 2.
Yeah, the setter Ava Demmer was saying help, but your outside hitter is transitioning back. So as a setter, you have to go get that ball number 2.
Runyon serving. Big time kill that time from Allie Reuter, the junior.
Here it is. Let's watch it again. A great pass. Gives it the option to set that middle. It's quick, and it goes down even quicker.
Overton from the right. And once again, just too strong from the sophomore.
We talked about the hitting percentage. Hasn't been good. Halstead may say, hey, tip it over, roll shot, be smart with where you place it, but that ball has got to be in play.
Ties it up at 8. And the emphatic hammer that time brought down by Blake along that left side.
Yes, here it is. It's an outside set from Runyon. Goes to the outside, a really fast arm swing, and you can see the excitement by Dana Blake.
And this is the future on full display of Indianola's volleyball program. But a service error ties it up at 9.
6 points to go.
11 service errors on the Indians tonight. Ella Meyer. Well, I thought maybe Bishop was going to let that one go. A rare free ball opportunity. See if the Bobcats can take advantage.
You know it's going fast to Lansing on those free balls. Nice swing by Nelson. An even nicer swing on the outside by Western Dubuque's Ava Ramler. Big kill right there for point number 10. They're in double digits.
And Joanna, it all started with who was serving right there. Ella Meyer, who was able to keep that alive with her 25th dig. Timeout by Indianola. Bobcats 5 points away from making it to the semifinals on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Values family, and we treat our employees and our customers like their family.
If you're looking for a place to shop, our service is amazing.
We have put an emphasis on hiring good people.
One of the things that we talk about is just doing the right thing.
And that is so key to this day and age.
Fairway just isn't about selling groceries. It's about taking care of people.
That, to me, is the best thing we can do at Fairway.
10-9, Western Dubuque over Indianola in our 5th set from Extreme Arena in Coralville. Timeout was called by Indianola. They have 1 remaining here in this set. Ella Meyer to serve. And they say that it goes out. We saw that in her last serve that maybe Bishop was going to let it go out, but didn't do so.
Coach Kent Halstead sure glad he called a timeout there. Here comes back with Bishop with the serve. A free ball opportunity for Indianola.
They go to...
And it hits the antenna. You see the line judge call that? And we are back and forth and back and forth. Neither team with hitting over 200.
Nelson nearly able to avoid that pole, but now here from the right side. Good combo defense. Nelson. Shot goes out.
She tries to mix it up. Again, that block's out there. She tries to go around him, and there is no court. She needs to come back and go cross court.
Now we will have a timeout once more here to try to calm things down if possible. We'll take a break as well on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Slade's the place for you!
Electric atmosphere here in Coralville. 12-10 Western Dubuque, the reigning 4A champs, on top of Indianola. Bobcats trying to serve their way into the semifinals. Haley Peters swings it over. Ava Ramler, 17th kill, and really has taken over in the last few sets.
It is. Here it is. Here's the set, and she turns to go line, and it's too much to handle for the right back of Indianola's defense.
Service error by Western Dubuque keeps the door open for Indianola.
Dana Blake's back in. I think Indianola may have the most subs of any team all year long. They love to sub in and out. Dana Blake with a tough serve, but they come up with a big swing. Nice controlled swing, coming back.
Lansing
with a huge kill. Here it is again. We have to see it. Great pass by Meyer right to the middle. She turns and goes hard off the side of the block. Now we're game point for Western Dubuque.
Indianola cannot keep it alive, and the defending champs, Western Dubuque, in thrilling fashion, take down Indianola 15-11, and they win 3-2 in a 5-set thriller.
Wow, that is a heartbreaker for Indianola. They played fantastic. They came out and won that first set and the third, but that's an unbelievable finish. Libby Lansing really came alive with some quick sets, but that wasn't by herself. She had some great passes by Ella Meyer to Ava Demmer, her setter, and man, she really crushed the ball in that last final set. Bobcat Nation's kind of going crazy over here.
They sure are.
That one could have gone either way.
It's going to be a fun ride back home to Dubuque. Meanwhile, for Indianola, back here at state for the first time in 8 years. I have a feeling this team is going to be back with all the young up-and-coming players that they have. So congratulations to the Indians on a great season we'll turn things down to our public address announcer for the trophy presentation.
Tonight's final score presented by Fairway. Western Dubuque defeats Indianola 3-2. Fans, please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medallion in commemorative volleyball, provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union are Jean Berger, Aaron Kirtley, and Taylor Anderson. Congratulations to head coach Kent Halstead and the Indianola Indians on an outstanding 2022 volleyball season. And now, number 15, Jacinda McDermott will advance her team, the Western Dubuque Bobcats, in the bracket to the semifinal round. Western Dubuque fans, your team advances to the semifinals and will play North Scott on Wednesday at 12 p.m.
So the Bobcats
Fans, please meet your team.
advance after a 5-set thriller over Indianola. What a way to close out day one here at State. And so, Joanna, just final thoughts from just an exhilarating end to our opening day here at State.
Yeah, you want to play those 5 sets, and Indianola did a heck of a job. Shout out to seniors Kaylee Peters and Jillian Smith from Indianola, as there were 2 seniors on the team, but a strong team. Look for Indianola to be back again next year. They were led by Aspen Nelson, who had 24 kills and led everyone in that category, as well as setter Tori Runyon with 51 assists. But it was the Western Dubuque Bobcats, led by senior Ella Meyer. She had 27 digs to keep her team alive, and the Bobcats continue their season.
As always, pleasure to be on the call with you. A lot of fun here today. Tomorrow we get going bright and early, 10 o'clock. Des Moines Christian and Union will kick things off for the Class 3A field, along with Davenport Assumption and Osage. But that will do it for us here for day one. On behalf of our crew, Justin Wolber, our producer, Peter Tarpey on the camera, and for Joanna Settles, I'm Hunter Phillips, and thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2022 Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.